Hello and welcome to Galactic Sun Energy Readings. This is Tash here at Galactic Sun Energy Readings, formerly known as Tarot by the Moon. Welcome back everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for all of your likes, shares and comments, etc. for the last couple of videos. Hope you're enjoying the bank holiday weekend. It's bank holiday Monday, you're in South Wales. Hope you're all enjoying the extra time off if you've been lucky enough to get some time off, and the sunshine and the fresh air, and that you're all taking care. Okay my love, so I'm coming in today with a collective tarot reading. You don't need to be any particular star sign to look at this reading. You could be any star sign at all. Different signs will come out. We'll discuss them as we go. You might find that the messages resonate with you today. You may find that they don't. Don't try and make them fit. If they don't, just enjoy it for what it is, my loves, okay? Please get in touch with me. I love to hear from you all, and please leave comments in the box below. Even if it's just a simple emoji or something like that, it really helps to boost the channel up. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. It's really simple to do and completely free to use. No hassle at all. And please leave me a like and a share. Hit the notification bell. Get in touch for a personal reading. Leave the link in the box below for personal readings. Look forward to hearing from you all. Okay my darlings, so it's going to be a collective tarot reading today. I'm going to do it in 4 sections. If you've followed my channel before, you'll know by now. It's the element, what we call the element spread. The first area represents our air, represents our thoughts and how we're doing with all of that mental health wise. The second area represents our feelings, our heart and our emotions. It's represented by water. The third one is fire, and that represents our passions and our creative drive and how we're getting things done. And the fourth one is earth. That's how we're bringing things into the daily, into the day-to-day life, and how we're filtering all of the lessons of the other 3 areas. Okay, I'll be clarifying with some oracle cards at the end, and I've chosen these cards very, very carefully today using the beautiful pendulum that I was very lovingly sent, because I've got a growing collection of cards now coming in, and of course it's absolutely wonderful, but then I get a little bit which ones to use, so I've been very carefully tuning in with that rose quartz pendulum and choosing very carefully which cards are coming into every particular reading, which is fantastic because it means every single reading has a completely unique flavour to it. Okay, so today we've got the harmonious tarot leading us in. Okay, it's a lovely light energy with these ones, very summery. Lovely energy. The harmonious tarot, it was designed and created to actually bring harmony and peace and balance into life. So let's see what's coming in with that. I'm feeling quite a dramatic energy today, I have to say. Now it's interesting because the moon's gone into Libra today. It might be yesterday actually, I'm not sure, but it's in Libra now anyway. We've entered Gemini season as well, so happy birthday to all the Geminis out there. Gemini season always shows us that we are, you know, always capable of making a choice, that there's always a choice, that there's always an alternative to any decision we're having to make or any crisis that we're faced with. Okay, that's a big lesson coming in with Gemini, especially this year. I feel it's strong energy, and also I want to say as well though that there's a bit of a warning comes in with Gemini, and that's about procrastination, and that's about getting too up in your head about things. Okay, it's an air sign, so watch out you don't get carried away and get all stuck in your head about certain issues. Okay, but always remember as well that you do have a choice. There's always an alternative, and there's always a choice, and things may conspire during this season to show us that and to teach us that. There's a heavy energy coming in today. I felt a heavy energy this morning, I have to be honest. And in the tarot card of the day, if you follow Tarot du Jour on Facebook, very heavy energy came in with that. So no surprise now, this shuffle's taken a while. When the shuffle takes a while like this, it's because there's a lot being processed. And there we go, and there's our first one out. Okay, Knight of Pentacles coming in the area of air. Okay, something's taking a long time. Something feels like it's not moving. It's getting that sort of stolid I want to use the word stolid, which is not a word I use every day, sort of energy where it feels like we're moving through a thick sort of, you know, I've just been shown the analogy of when you make some custard or gravy or something like that and you make it too thick and it's like, it's that, and you're pouring it out and it's like, is it coming out? It's that energy at the minute, mentally. Okay, now that can change as quick as lightning. We're in Gemini season, literally as quick as lightning. That could change to becoming very, very fluid and overthinking. Not surprised as well to see that Nine of Swords coming in. Like I say, there's a lot of sort of difficult energy coming in today to be navigated, and I knew there'd be difficult card or two in here today. Nine of Swords has come in the area of our emotions and our water, and the Nine of Swords, my loves, I won't beat around the bush. It is a card of anxiety. It is a card of overthinking. Funny how I've said it in the preamble straight away. It's an energy of overthinking. It's an energy of anxiety, often sleepless nights, often disturbed sleep, worrying and fretting about something, okay? And that's really starting to affect your emotional state. Okay, that's too many cards, thank you very much. Okay, so let's see what's coming in the area of fire. The Galactic Sun Collective today. Okay, we're going to get through this. We're going to get through this troublesome time. We always do, as we know. Okay, I'll take that. Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. Pushing and working towards financial independence. Also to being stable within yourself. Also to stability and okay. Trying to stabilise your passions, even, I want to say. Trying to stabilise those passions within yourself. Trying to balance them out. Like I say, we're in a Libra energy, moon-wise, over the next few days. So time for looking at what we can balance out, and a time when issues will be coming up to show you what needs to be brought into balance as well. Okay, it's interesting that energy's come up as well. Let's get one more in for the area of Earth. Okay, we've got two, so we are indeed blessed today. Right, so the Hanged Man, not surprised to see that either. I had a lot of Hanged Man energy coming in my readings, various readings that I do throughout the week. So we've got the Hanged Man energy coming in the area of Earth. Okay, so this is what we've been asked to do. This is how we're navigating this. Okay, it's the other three areas. That it's by staying there. It's by being patient. It's by not struggling against it. Sometimes they're just more difficult than other times. Sometimes a bit more challenging than other times, and that's fine. It's life, you know. It's about going with it instead of fighting against it. It's just about allowing it to be what it is and surrendering, because by surrendering you will figure out solutions that you wouldn't have figured out. You will get that divine intervention. You will get that divine inspiration. Okay, King of Wands is coming in with that one as an extra card for consideration, and King of Wands is a lovely energy. He's very creative. He's very magnetic. He's able to go after things and get them. He's able to make decisions that come out of balanced passion. I feel like this is very much about balancing passion, because he's a fiery king. Okay, so we've got energy here today of a lot of fire signs, I have to say, straight off the back, though this reading isn't strictly for fire signs, but it is coming into play there. So we've got a lot of Leo, Sagittarius, sort of energy coming into this reading today, and Aries as well, and it feels quite like a divine masculine sort of energy too. That doesn't mean this reading's not for women. It simply means that we are tapping into that side of our nature, which is about our passions and how we take control of our passions. Okay, so of course only we can really take control of those. You know, we can if we allow others to take control of what we're I mean, when it comes to the area of what you're passionate about, I don't think it's even possible, is it, to let other people take control of that, even if they wanted to or something, because those are your passions. Those are your passions. So another person's not even going to understand them necessarily, you know, let alone take control of them. That's what I'm getting anyway. Let me take a sip of watermelon. This is interesting. Right, okay, Knight of Pentacles. Okay, like I say, something's moving in slowly. Something mentally, you might be feeling a little bit of that sort of a slow, stolid sort of energy right now, okay? Mentally, you might be feeling like you can't get your brain moving, you can't get things in gear. You can't, maybe even you've got quite a fair bit of brain fog going on, you can't think straight and things like that, or you're finding something difficult to get your head around in some way. Now it is moving forward, okay, and the energy at the minute, like I say, we're in Gemini season, so I wouldn't let that worry you too much, okay. The fact that something's moving slowly doesn't mean it's not happening. Things have to come in divine timing, okay. We're in the Gemini season, that could change in a minute, that could change in a minute, that could change to, oh, I get it now, and all of a sudden those cogs are turning, and all of a sudden you're coming up with lots of ideas and inspiration, and you understand the thing much clearer, and things start moving a lot quicker, because that's how quickly the energy can change right now. So I wouldn't even worry about that, but that's the general energy that we're coming in with mentally at the minute. Is there's a slowness, okay? There needs to be a slowness, just trust that. That Hangman is showing us that, okay? We just got to trust that and be patient with ourselves and be patient with other people around us in the same process and the circumstances that we're in, okay. If there's something that we got no control over, as frustrating as it is, how frustrating is that figure in that card? He's hanging upside down from a tree. I mean, how frustrating is that? But I mean, there's nothing he can do about it. He's got absolutely no control over it, so all he can do is just hang there. And that's the lesson of the Hangman. He hangs there and he gets the divine inspiration and he gets the divine messages, okay. So Nine of Swords, like I say, tricky energy. Somebody's feeling very something's making somebody very anxious here, I want to say, worrying about the future, worrying about what's coming next. I suppose collectively this is a big energy right now for a lot of people. It's disturbing people's sleeping patterns, disturbing people's sleep, making you edgy, making you anxious. The lesson here is it's a prison of our minds, okay. This is a prison that we create ourselves. It's starting to affect our emotional life, however. So you may be starting to sort of like realise that, yeah, a lot of this is in the mind, and then we do have control over that. However, it's starting to spill over into your emotional life now, so it might be making you snappy, crabby, out of sorts, out of character, introverted or even more extroverted, but just somehow out of balance, okay. And like I say, we're in that Libra energy now, heading towards the full moon as well. So the energy right now is showing you, is bringing up these issues, bringing up these so-called difficulties for us to see what we can bring back into balance, okay. So somebody needs to bring their sleep back into balance big time, and we need to just accept that things are not moving as quickly as we'd like, or that they're feeling a bit stuck right now. That doesn't mean they're going to stay stuck, or being over anxious about it and over worrying about it isn't going to move it forward any quicker. In fact, it's going to slow it down even more, because then we're putting that resistance there instead of just going with the flow and trusting, okay. We'll dig a bit further into this in a minute. Nine of Pentacles, we've got 2 9s here as well. I want to say there's big surprises coming in. These would be positive surprises. This is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling that the energy is going to change, and when it changes, it's going to be like a snap of the fingers, and it's going to you're just going to completely forget even that you were feeling this, anxiety, that you were feeling this stuck, having to be patient, having to wait, that frustrated energy. It's like it's not even going to be there anymore. That's how quickly things are going to change you, and that's what I'm being shown. Nine of Pentacles is a lovely energy. It's coming in the area of fire, and it's about independence, okay. It's about growing stability around yourself, okay, in any sense. Now, I want to say this is an energy of looking to anchor in more stability, okay, in your creative life. And of course that King of Wands came in, and that gave me an extra clue to that area as well. So it's like you're trying to create more stability and more authority and more confidence in your creative life, all right. Or you're finding creative ways even to bring balance into your life. Now, creative ways to bring balance into your life could be you sleep down to your health patterns that we've been showing you, your sleeping patterns, etc., okay. It could be bringing more creative ways to bring balance into your financial life with those pentacles there, okay. But whatever it is, you're being very creative about it, And the thing is, it's like you're pushing for a solution, for some sort of creative problem solving here. All right, and you're pushing for an idea, and you're pushing for an idea, and it's not coming. And the more you push, the less it's going to come. The more sort of stuck in that thick, sort of frustrating energy you're going to feel, okay? By surrendering, the Hanged Man, surrendering and just allowing patience and just waiting for that energy to shift, just waiting for the wind to change direction, as it were, energetically, yeah, which it surely will, Gemini season. And then, hey presto, it's going to be like that. A switch is going to go on, and you're going to see a way through to more of this lovely energy, okay? This beautiful financial independence, stability, using your creativity, and feeling very, very confident about it. That King of Wands there, okay? Very passionate. He follows his passions. He's led by his passions, okay? So, bringing them into balance before you can be led by them, I suppose, as well as coming in strong there. Bringing those passions, whatever they are, in your life, and we've all got different things that like call to us and sing to us. Figuring out what they are, assessing what they are, bringing them into balance, bringing yourself into balance, because of course, how can the universe, how can energy use a weak vessel if we're not sleeping properly and we're not looking after ourselves properly, and we're in all this Nine of Swords energy where we're sort of off balance because we're all anxious and we're, you know, worrying about stuff, and we're not sleeping properly. How are we going to be a decent vessel to bring these creative energies in that are going to bring us to success? How are we going to be able to follow our passions like that King of Wands does? And he acts out of those passions. You couldn't be acting out of those passions. You can never act out of fire, which is what your passions come from, successfully, okay, like that King of Wands is, if you haven't got this imbalance, you know, your emotions and your mental health, all right? So just hang in there and be patient with yourself, because the winds of change are coming, that's for sure. Right, let's clarify that lot. It's a very interesting read. I'll drink some water. If you feel like this reading is resonating with you, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'd love to hear about it. Even if you just leave me a thumbs up, that would be fantastic, or an emoticon or anything like that. If you feel like it's really hitting you, get in touch for a personal reading and we can have a little look deeper into what's going on with you. Let's have a little look deeper right now though, with the extra cards to clarify. And the extra cards that come in today are the Pre-Raphaelite Tarot. I love these ones. They've got such rich symbolism and rich colours, and the Pre-Raphaelite artists, of course, well known to have fascination with the occult knowledge and symbolism and all of that, so they're absolutely glorious to use, and I recommend them highly. Okay, the energy's lightened up already, so I'm glad to say that. Somebody's feeling like this is really resonating with them out there. I'm feeling that the energy's lightened up no end already. Just proving to me that Gemini thing and that Libra thing of looking what we're bringing into balance and understanding that there's always a different way of doing things. Okay, and I'm correct. Yes, I am. Okay, what a shock. Spirit is absolutely screaming at us today. We've got a double energy here. We've got another King of Wands, the King of Wands from the Pre-Raphaelite Tarot. So we've got double King of Wands energy. So that is a message that is screaming at us. It's about moving forward with confidence and letting your passions lead you. Okay. So let's see what else. Highly creative energy. Okay, so it feels really exciting now. Okay, 4 of Pentacles coming in with the 9 of Swords. Okay, chat about that one in a minute. To clarify that 9 of Pentacles in fire. A lot of fire energy here today. Okay, you don't necessarily have to be a fire sign, but this might be speaking to your fire, or you may have a heavy fire placement, or you may be dealing with somebody who's a fire sign. Whatever way around it resonates for you, then that's the right thing. Okay, heavy energy around the passions here. Okay. Okay, we'll take those 2 and another lot of flow sort of away from them. Alright, so we've got the moon energy, so we've got strong Pisces Cancer energy coming in as well now, and we've got the Judgment card. Okay, big energy. That's big tarot energy. That's major arcana stuff, along with the Hangman, which is also major arcana. So those are the big energies here. And King of Wands coming in twice in. No, anything else? Ooh, King of Pentacles. Okay, another king. Okay, so a lot of take charge, bossing up energy coming in today. You might also find that there's something going on that involves two male energies that have quite a lot of influence or control over a certain situation or area that you're concerned with right now. All right. Okay, this could be this could very well be business. Okay, we'll get into it now. There's several different energies coming in here for my attention right now. So King of Wands is coming in to actually support the Knight of Pentacles, to clarify that. Okay, now we've had the King of Wands once already, and this is a different King of Wands, and he's coming in the pre-Raphaelite Tarot. Different sort of, this is interesting actually, because I love to see the differences between the same king on a different filter of tarot. Okay, this king is very Leo. I want to say he's got those lions either side of him and one above him as well. Strong Leo energy. Okay, but he's very grounded as well for a fire sign, I want to say. So somebody that's coming in as a very grounded sort of fire sign. All right, there's an earthy element about them also. So this is coming in to clarify that slowness, that slow energy we're feeling in our mental health. Okay, this is it. We have to allow that. It's okay for it to come in slow, because eventually it's going to mature into this. This seemingly slow, earthy night is going to eventually mature into this King of Wands energy for us. So that slow energy that we're feeling right now, it's on its way, like it's on its way to becoming something that we can act out of, something that we can rely on. It needs that earth, it needs that slow earth energy with it to make it strong, to make it reliable, to make it something that's going to last the test of time as well. Because often with fire, especially when we're talking within the realms of tarot, with the fire energy that we all party to, yeah, it comes in and it burns out. Okay, it burns up and it burns out. But with the added element of that slow Knight of Earth, Knight of Pentacles, okay, that's bringing stability. That's bringing long-term stability with it. Knight of Pentacles always brings long-term stability. All right, and that's just what I'm seeing reflected in that particular image of the King of Wands. He's fiery. He's all of that, but he's also very grounded, very stable, very, very interested in the long term. But how he's got that is by listening to his passions and following his passions and using his passions to create something, to build something solid for the future. Okay, and that's where your mind's at the minute. That's what your mind's on. Fantastic stuff. Four of Pentacles is coming in with our Nine of Swords energy. Again, it's a little bit unstable, the Four of Pentacles, and it's coming to support the Nine of Swords of why we're so anxious and having sleepless nights, etc. And this is an energy of lack, okay? As you can see, he's got Four Pentacles, okay? It's not a lot, but it's all he's got, and he's sort of holding on to them for dear life there, right? He's got two underneath him, one on his lap, one on his hat, and he's holding on to them for dear life. He's looking out over a sort of very beautiful landscape, sort of, I don't know, to me that looks like Italy in the medieval times or something like that, which it probably is actually. It just feels like if he let go of that, he'd bring in a lot more for himself, and that's what it's about. It's about understanding that all this worrying and fretting is not going to bring you in any more than you've already got. It's about understanding that you deserve so much more, and that's why it's sure to come to you if you have a bit of confidence, a bit of forward planning, okay, a bit of balance, and follow those passions, okay? It's about sort of understanding that you've been holding on to something that's brought you little to nothing, and you've sort of settled for that, and you've sort of gone, yeah, but it's better than nothing, yeah, but at least I've got 4. Well, you could be having so much more. You've got a 9 of Pentacles down there. You could be having 9 and 10s, but you're stuck in the 4s, okay? So it's about getting out of that. It's about getting out of that lack mentality and back into abundance mentality. All right, which the 9 of Pentacles then brought us in by following our passions. We're going to be led to that 9 of Pentacles, which is about abundance mentality. It's about realizing that you've got more than enough and that you're blessed, and that actually it's quite easy when you tune into your passions and your unique skills and you follow that. All right, the moon energy came into that's a nice moon card. Look at that. I love this pre-raphaelite stuff. It's beautiful and shows up really well on camera, I feel, as well. Look at that. So the moon energies came in to clarify the 9 of Pentacles in our area of fire. Now the moon energy shows us that there's more to be revealed. There's more to come up that we haven't seen yet, okay? This mysterious energy. There's mystery at play here. There's more to be revealed. So while we're following that 9 of Pentacles, okay, we're following our passions, okay, we're bringing that in for ourselves, and we're bringing everything we need to into balance so that we can follow that in a grounded and stable way. It's about understanding as well, and I feel like intuitively you already know that, yeah, you're doing all right out of it, and yeah, there's, you know, this 4 energy, and that's okay and everything, but actually there's so much more to come in. And there's so much more to come up, and intuitively you know that, and you don't know when and you don't know where, but you know that if you stick to this path, that that's what's coming in for you, so much more than you could have imagined. Okay, Judgment has come in to clarify the Hangman energy, and the Judgment is quite big energy as well. Okay, it's about a lot of things. The Judgment card is a huge energy in the tarot, and it can speak about a lot of things. What I'm getting really strongly here with this particular reading, in the aspects that I've been shown this today, is this is time for it could be a 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th chance, another go of something. Okay, it's something that perhaps you thought had sort of died off. As you can see in the image, it's a sort of a scene of biblical sort of resurrection there in that scene. Bear in mind, these are pre-Raphaelite tarot. Now, what that symbolises is it's something that you thought was dead and buried, is something that perhaps you've even forgotten about. Very often now we do that to our passions. Very often our inner child gets so damaged, our inner adolescent. Very often somewhere along the journey of life we've got so damaged that we've stopped following those passions. We've given up on them or forgotten them, or thought that they've died. Those fires of passion for something that we really love or are really talented at have died out. Okay, this is strong message, especially coming in with that Hangman, that it's time to resurrect them, that it's time to bring them back to life. As you can see, those figures are rising from the graves. Okay, that angel's blowing his trumpet and those figures are rising from the dead. So something's being brought back to life. Passions are being brought back to life here. Passions are stirring and being brought back to life, and no mistake about it. Okay, and how we're bringing those passions back to life is by understanding that it's okay to be in a slow energy, a stuck energy, a stopped energy, Hanged Man, like one sometimes. Okay, there's a reason why we have to be in that energy. It's to bring us further insights, it's to bring us further layers of richness into our experience, it's to bring us stability for the long term. All right, how we're reviving those passions and being led by them, and we're letting go of what, you know, is very meager in our lives, what is just like enough. It's not enough. Let go of it. You're worth more. All right, getting back in balance with your sleeping patterns and your health patterns is important as well, because as I say, how can you be a person that reflects the King of Wands, who acts out of his passions, is led by his passions, when you're not sleeping properly, you know, and when that side of your life's all topsy-turvy? Yeah, it's important stuff. Using your intuition to guide you as well, listening to your intuition and believing in your intuition completely with our moon energy, that yes, we are being guided correctly. Yes, we should be following our passions. Yes, that will bring us abundance. That will lead us out of lack mentality. Okay, what else did we get? We got an extra card. We got a King of Pentacles. Lovely. It's perfect because it's exactly what I was picking up on there with that King of Wands. He looks more grounded than a regular King of Wands to me, that pre-Raphaelite one. So yeah, he's bringing a really grounded, stable, solid energy in. Okay, this is very often the energy of a very successful business person. A very successful business person. Okay, he's had to work hard. He's progressed from the Knight as well. As a beautiful evolution here in this. So we've got a Knight of Pentacles, a King of Pentacles. Perfect evolution. That's how he's grown, is by going slow and steady and stable. Okay, and stopping when he needs to stop, and checking that his sleeping patterns are okay, and checking in with himself and checking in with the universe and saying, yeah, it's time to be patient, it's time to hang in there, there's no point in pushing for things. Listening to his intuition. Okay, that has brought this long-term stability. This is somebody who can bring in a huge amount of success, who can actually build a kingdom out of following those passions. Okay, like I say as well, there's also the energy here of somebody perhaps getting involved in a business venture which does involve following your passions, and these two kings represent people that you'll be in partnerships with somehow. Okay, it is a chance for you to revive something and review something and to move forward with that as well. Okay, it's really strong energy. Okay, is there anything else coming up with that? Okay, just being asked to go again with that one. Yeah. Okay, 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, don't let something that went wrong in the past hold you back. That's what I'm being shown. Yeah, very strong. Okay, because that is nothing like that to totally destroy any sort of hopes you had of following something passionately that's going to bring you to success, that's going to bring you to financial independence and freedom. Okay, don't let that hold you back, the regrets of the past. Okay, because there's always going to be regrets, and we have to learn to let them go. We have to learn to let them go and move forward boldly. All right, moving on up. Okay, just because something went wrong before, I'm being shown you now, just because something went wrong before doesn't mean it's going to happen again. In fact, I don't see that it is. I see that it's going to be very successful. So don't be put off by a bad experience you had in the past. Alright, it's time to get up and have another go of something. Strong energy of that with that Judgment energy there. Okay, and the 5 Pentacles coming in for extra clarity. Okay, so that's all very interesting. Okay, strong masculine energy in this reading today, but like I say, if you are feminine and you're watching this reading, doesn't mean to say it's not for you. It just means when women get a lot of our boss energy coming in, it's literally because you're ready to take control of things. It's literally because your divine masculine is rising up to protect your divine feminine, if anything. Same as I say to men when a lot of the feminine energy is coming up in their reading, that's their divine feminine rising. So it is as well that women's divine masculine rises up, and it rises up to take control of things and to take authority over things and to push things forward, because it's a very, it's about the basic principle of feminine and masculine. Is about the basic principle of that energy. Okay, and the masculine energy is dynamic, it moves. Okay, the feminine energy is still and it's receptive. So this is about moving forward. This is about taking action. Okay, so this is that energy rising up in you. Okay. This is why it's a lie that women have to sort of just sit still and do nothing and let men do everything. Because the truth is, we've all got both energies within us, and it's about bringing that into a balance. And we are in a lovely Libra moon energy at the minute, so don't shy away from that. Yeah, have a look at what you can take control of. Have a look at what you can move forward and what allows you to follow your passions, because it's going to lead you to a lot of success and a lot of abundance is what I see here. It's going to lead you out of lack mentality and into abundance mentality, and of course expressing appreciation and gratitude along the way goes miles, goes wonders as well. So we've got a goddess card just to balance out that. Now I understand why they wanted the goddess energy oracle in to clarify, to balance out all of this masculine energy. So we got divine goddess energy, and it says it is vitally important that you stay alert. Synchronicities will occur regularly, but you have to be attuned to notice them. It's a beautiful divine feminine image to balance everything out with, my loves. Okay. Now it's interesting because it says it's vitally important that you stay alert, and we had that strong energy of lack of sleep, sleepless nights, stress and anxiety coming in, and I've stressed over and over again in this reading, as I've been prompted to remind you how important that is. Because if you're not alert, this is what I mean, if we're not alert, if we're not like looking after our sleep, our sleeping patterns and our basic health patterns, okay, then how are we going to pick up on those synchronicities? The moon energy came in, that's a very feminine energy as well. How are we going to pick up on those synchronicities? How are we going to pick up on those signs? We have to be, these synchronicities are going to occur regularly, but you need to be attuned to notice them. So to notice what that moonlight is showing you, and how to lead you to abundance and how to lead you to follow your passions, you need to be in balance, okay? And you need to be looking after yourself. Vitally important that you stay alert. And I couldn't have emphasised that enough during the reading. Okay, my loves, so there we go. I love how Spirit takes care of me in these readings, I absolutely do. Okay, and the other one that wanted to come in was Journey of a Lonely Soul. Yeah, Journey of a Lonely Soul. Okay. Oracle cards. These are absolutely gorgeous little ones as well, which were lovingly sent to me recently. Okay, we're quite new to the channel. Oh, there's something flip over then. Two flipped over. Right, Black Silk Armour. We had that one last week, funny enough. It's the one we had last week. So we're still in that energy. Okay, diving towards the heavens. Diving towards the heavens. So let's have a look at that in a minute. From the book. Okay. What number was that? 20. Diving towards the heavens, she glides through the shadowed realms from beneath the waves, seeking hidden secrets among the soft plants, lungs straining for new breath. Okay. She reluctantly returns to the world above. The many mysteries of our inner realms are worthy of long and thoughtful pursuit. With each new discovery, we were drawn further and further within, unearthing secrets we were unaware we had buried. But the time has come for you to seek the surface once more. Arise once again to the lands of light where rest and good company may be found. It's uncanny. Okay, dwelling too long in the darkness will strain you and make each journey back much more difficult. The currents and eddies of your emotions can drag you down into the depths if you have worn yourself out in an extended dive. If the pull of the darker waters becomes too strong, you may wish to unburden yourself with another. Speak with them about that which weighs down your soul, and you will find that your next swim you are able to more easily find your flow. Go catch your breath. Ask yourself, what will bring me lightness at this time, and what personal discoveries do I wish to share with others? If ever there was an energy of following your passions, that about sums it up. It even mentions that good rest and good company are something that we need to bring out at this time, okay? Unearthing secrets we were unaware we had buried, loss of passion, okay? And bringing that back, bringing those passions back to the surface, bringing them back to the surface after a time of rest, all right? The Black Silk Armour one, we had that last week, so that's still with us, that energy, so we're still feeling that. And just to refresh ourselves, that was, okay, it was about adorning yourself with your own anger and ambitions and set the storm into a hasty retreat. Okay, and I mean, how feminine is she? Look at that. There's like an Armageddon scene behind her, but she's there in a black taffeta dress going, yeah, whatever. I'm following my passions. I'm letting those fiery passions come up to the surface once again, okay? Diving towards the heavens, alright? After a time of rest, after perhaps some good company, after perhaps opening up and sharing how you're feeling, because that can be a good way to vent and balance your passionate side as well in your fires. Okay, let some air in on them, talk about it, chat about it. You can always reach out to me, as I say, or reach out to a good friend and just vent. I feel like that's important right now for somebody, especially during this Gemini season of air, and allow that fresh air in on a subject, and then rebalance yourself and dive towards there and follow those passions, judgment. Okay, my darlings, I'm loving that. To close today, we're having a Eileen Caddy Opening the Doors Within. This is like a perennial yearbook that I've had for many years, and I used to follow it through sort of religiously every day for several years. It's fascinating. Eileen Caddy, if you look her up, she started, one of the founders of the Findorn Foundation, which is a popular commune in Scotland, and highly spiritually enlightened person, if ever there was one. Now, what's the date today? Okay. Right, okay. Every soul needs to withdraw from the world from time to time to find a peace which passes understanding. Every soul needs to be stabilized, and it can come about only in peace and stillness. Once that inner stability has been established, you can go anywhere and do anything without the outer chaos and confusion affecting you in any way. It is going into the sacred place of the Most High. It is finding your oneness with me, which enables you to go on when you feel you have come to the end of your tether and cannot go a step further. It is those steps taken into the unknown in faith in my strength which works wonders and which changes lives. It is those steps which enable the impossible to become possible and bring down my kingdom on earth, that glorious new heaven and new earth. Move always towards this end. Change and change quickly when change is needed. I am with you always, draw upon me. Of course, she's speaking about your own God self there, okay? Now, that's perfect because, of course, right, every soul needs to withdraw from the world from time to time to find that peace which passes understanding. We talked about that. So it's about that hangman energy. It's about not fighting against it. It's about finding that peace and just going with it. Things might not be moving as quickly as we'd like them to. We might be able to see a vision of how we can follow our passions and how that can bring abundance into our lives, and it's just not there yet, and it's just not moving fast enough. Sometimes we just have to deal with that slow energy and that surrender energy, and that's what we need to do. Every soul needs to find that peace and just to hang back into that. Every soul needs to be stabilized, and it can only come about in peace and stillness. We talked about bringing stability to those passions there, okay? That came in heavily featured, and that can only be brought about by peace and stillness, exactly. Once we've got all of that in balance, you see, once we've got all of that in balance, as Libra energy is asking us right now, then we can move forward through the chaos. Through the chaos, just like our beautiful friend there. Away from the outer chaos and confusion that may be affecting you in any way. Finding the oneness, okay? Also, change quickly when change is needed. Perfect for what we came in at the beginning. Change quickly when it is needed. Becoming adept at changing. We came in with that energy at the beginning about Gemini season. Yeah, it can feel slow, can feel stuck, can feel like nothing's moving. And just like that, just like lightning, I said it to you, it's going to change, and you're going to have to change with it. Change quickly when change is needed. I'll leave it at that. That is so Gemini. That is so Gemini season. Change quickly when the change is needed. That's what we're learning to do, yeah. And maybe a lot of this, what we're going through, because it came in with quite difficult, tricky energy. And like I said, I've been feeling that today on the collective a lot as well. But a lot of that is just teaching us that we can become adept at changing and changing quickly when it's needed, about understanding that there is always an alternative. All right, so things are stuck now and things are not moving how I like them to, and I've got no control of that. Okay, so instead of fighting against it, what can I do? Oh, I can just go with it. I can just go with it. Oh, hang on, it's changing. You know, it's like looking at the weather and hang on, it's changing now. And yeah, okay, I can do something different now. I can move in a different direction. Yeah, you can, so do that. Bringing stability in, and you've been able to do that. That is a very stabilising thing to do. It's very stabilising energy to bring into any situations or anything that you're trying to bring about in your life as well, because you're showing the universe that you're stable, that you're balanced, that you're able to jump from left to right and right to left and back if necessary, okay, and without wearing yourself out, okay. That's beautiful energy. Thank you so much for joining in my little reading. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please give me the thumbs up if you have. It's super important that I get those thumbs up. It's super important that I get some subscriptions in, so please subscribe. Please share this in any way you can. Please get in touch. Please leave me a little message or an emoticon. And in the meantime, look after your beautiful selves and enjoy what's left of the bank holiday weekend. I'll be back in the next day or two, no doubt, with an oracle reading for you guys, okay? Thank you so much. All the love, all the light, and everything else in between.